Hi, my name's Michelle. I'm from the Ormond Art Museum and I'd like to welcome you to Family Art Night. Today we'll be doing tie-dye shirts that you can do with natural dyes from plants and spices and things that you have in your fridge and kitchen. Every summer I look forward to doing tie-dye shirts with my family. Here's one that I've done with not natural dye. So you can get some really cool effects with things that you have around your house. So the first part is gathering your supplies. Find a 100% cotton shirt that you have in your house and some rubber bands. You'll need three. Three large cooking pots. Gloves are optional. Go around and find the plant dye of your choice. I've included a color wheel so you can see what different plants will yield the different dye results. We'll need vinegar, the white vinegar, a strainer, measuring cup, measuring spoons, water, stovetop, and a hot pad. Adult supervision is suggested for this project because you'll be boiling water and things will get hot. So we're going to go ahead and get started. Once we find our cotton shirt, put it on a flat surface, and I will give you a demonstration on how to tie your shirt. There are lots of different ways to tie a tie-dye shirt. Maybe some of you have done it before, and if you know of any other ways, you can do that. I'm going to demonstrate the swirl pattern, and I've included a diagram on how to do that, but I will demonstrate. You want to lay your shirt on a flat surface, and I will be doing a swirl pattern. So I want to start in the middle, and you just want to bunch it up and kind of pinch it, and then you want to start kind of swirling it and turning it around, and as you do, you just want to keep bringing the sides of the shirt around until you make a round circle. You're going to bunch it up like that, and you have your three rubber bands, and you want to put one right in the middle like that. Kind of puff it up, and then you'll want to do one horizontal. So it goes crisscross. You'll have little bits and pieces sticking out, so that you kind of want to wrap in to the rubber bands. Make sure everything's in there. You'll kind of have a little round circle kind of pie type shape afterwards. And then with the third rubber band, you want to go across the middle that way. And just make sure all the little sides are kind of tucked in. And that is good, and we have that. Now we can gather our plant dye material. You can use plants, spices, and vegetables you have around the house. Refer to your dye color wheel to choose the desired color. For this project, I'm using turmeric powder, which yields yellow, and then I am using some dried hibiscus flowers, and that's going to turn the dye into a pink or dark fuchsia. So first I got to prepare the dye fixative. So in a large cooking pot on the stove top, I'm going to measure out 3 cups of this white vinegar to 12 cups of water, and I'm going to put it in a fairly large pot, and this will help fix the dye to the shirt. So I'm going to put that on high and boil that for an hour. And I have my tie-dye here all wrapped and ready to go, and I'm just going to stick that right in there. Make sure it's fully covered and submerged. Alright, so now while that is curing, I'm going to go ahead and make my natural dye mixture. So I'm going to do 2 colors and experiment. So in one pot I'm going to do the turmeric powder, and so I'm going to use 15 tablespoons of the powder to 12 cups of water, and that's going to go in this pot. Now I'm going to make my hibiscus flower dye. So I'm going to measure 6 cups of the dried hibiscus flower and put it in some boiling water. Alright, kind of mix that around. So let all these boil for an hour. Once your fixative solution with the vinegar has been boiling for an hour, it's time to take it out of the pot. Use some tongs and be very, very careful. It's going to be really, really hot. You'll put it in the sink, run cold water, and let it cool a little bit, and then once it's cooled you can wring it out and get ready for the next step. I'm going to take my tie-dye shirt and submerge it in the dye, and I'm going to boil that on medium-high for about another hour. Once your tie-dye shirt has been boiling for about an hour, take some tongs, put it in another bowl. I wanted to experiment with the other color I made, which would be the hibiscus. So I'm just going to kind of dump a little bit of the hibiscus on some of this. Just to see how it's going to turn out. Once you have your colors done, you want to put it in a plastic bag and seal it overnight. Once you've let your tie-dye shirt soak overnight, take the bag to a sink or outside by a hose. Open up your bag and place it under the sink faucet or the hose and rinse 2 or 3 times with cold water, wringing it out in between. When you're done with that, cut the rubber bands off and unfold your shirt. If you need to rinse it off a little more, you can. Put it on a hanger and let air dry. I hope you enjoyed this family art night and you have a wonderful shirt. Good night.